Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ben with Eretabe Gardens in Georgia, Zone 7. It's a little bit warm today, so you see me with my cowboy hat. You might be surprised to see me with a cowboy hat. What some people don't know that in Nigeria we listen to cowboy music, country music. Woo! You would think country music started in Nigeria. We play country music like no man's business in Nigeria. So, today I have a nice one for you. I have two figs that we are going to taste it today, but one is special to me. One of the fig is special to me because of the name of that fig. So I'm not going to waste your time. We'll go and check these figs and taste the figs. This is sweet Felicia. Now, I lost the original name of this variety. I rooted it, but I lost the name. So, I was thinking of what name will I give this variety. So I decided to give it Sweet Felicia. Sweet Felicia is my mother's name. My mom was a sweet mother. She died 2019. But do you know that for 2 years I never cried about my mom's death? Not that I don't love my mom. I love my mom so much. Until 2021, Mother's Day. I was just thinking about my mother and I started crying. Even right now, I'm emotional. I don't want to cry. But 2021, I couldn't hold it. I was crying. My wife came to the room. She saw me crying. She said, "Honey, what's going on?" I couldn't hold it. I was crying. I was saying, I miss my mom. She tried to comfort me, to console me. She couldn't. She sent a message to my brother in Nigeria. And Nigeria is 6 hours ahead of us. He said, "Your brother is crying on Mother's Day because he missed your mother." I've tried to console him. I couldn't. If you can call him, please call him. It was the next day my brother called me because they were almost night then. So he called me the next day and I told him, since mom died, I didn't cry until yesterday, Mother's Day. And why is my mother so sweet and special? My mother was an illiterate woman. That in their time, most women don't go to school in Nigeria then. They only teach them how to become wives. So they learn how to cook, how to take care of the house before they get married. So my mother grew up knowing how to cook, knowing how to take care of the house. In fact, all of my maternal grandfather's daughters There's the last two younger ones that went to school. The older three didn't go to school. But my mother made sure that we, our children, are educated. She will spend extra money for extra classes for us. In Nigeria, after school, we call it lesson. My mother will pay for lesson. After school, if you don't go, you will receive some whipping if you don't go. I remember then when my mom loved to write letters to her siblings. If my mom wants to write a letter, there is a guy in the same apartment building that my mom will ask me to go and call the guy to come and help her to write a letter. She would dictate and the guy will write it. And then it will be mailed to whoever she writes it to. And then the day I told my mother that I can write letter, she was so excited. She said, okay, she wants to write a letter to somebody. So she dictated, I wrote it. She said I should read it, and I read it. And that was the last time she ever called anybody to write a letter for her. She was so happy that our first son can now write. It was a joyous day for my mother. A woman who was not educated now have children who are educated with college degrees. And that's why I named this variety. I don't know what variety it is. I rooted it. I lost the name tag. But I decided to name it after my mother, Sweet Felicia. So let me show you. You can see that we have. I'm glad that I have other trees that don't have names. But I just picked this one. And I'm happy that I picked the right one to name after my mother. Look at the size of this fig. Look at that. So this is the fig we're going to test. Sweet Felicia. Hopefully next year I'll be able to send free cuttings out. But this is it. It has open high. So we're going to test Sweet Felicia. This is my LSU Gold in ground. And look at how tall this tree is. It's taller than me. I have history with this tree. This is my first LSU Gold tree that I bought in 2017. After I tasted Brown Turkey, Celeste, and Magnolia. And then I saw this LSU Gold in one of the Ace stores, and I bought it. Now, when I bought it in 2017, I planted it in the ground straight away, just like the Magnolia, Celeste, and Brown Turkey. And then I started planting other fruit trees before the HOA came and told me to either remove all of my fruit trees or cut them down. I couldn't cut my fig trees especially. I cut down my other fruit trees, but fig trees, no way. I dug it out of the ground, put it in a container. Last year, winter, it died, still in container. Now, this is the old stem. This is the new one for this year. It was still in container when it grew back. I put this in the ground about 3 months ago. About 3 months ago. It was maybe as tall from the ground to this point. But look at the growth in 3 months. Look at that. In 3 months. It was loaded with figs, but I had to remove all the figs at the top because I know they won't ripe before the first frost because it came back late. So I only left 5 figs that hopefully they will ripe before the first frost. So this is my in-ground. I made a video of the other one in container. I don't want to have 2 in the ground because I want to have other varieties in the ground too. And that was why when we bought this house 2 years ago, we said no more buying of houses in subdivision, houses with HOA, no more. So we are going to test this LSU Gold. Oh, it's almost busting in my hand. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you can see that. This is my LSU Gold. Open eye. So we will test my in-ground LSU Gold. It has honey in the eyes. You can see that. It has honey in the eye. And that will prevent ants from going inside. So let's go and taste this fig. These are 2 figs with history. So let's weigh Sweet Felicia. Let's see how many grams. 48 grams. Okay. LSU Gold. 55. Wow. So we're going to cut open Sweet Felicia. Wow, look at the inside. And we cut the LSU yellow, LSU Gold. Look at. Now, remember I did a video on LSU Gold, but that one was in container. This one is in the ground. In fact, what I wanted to do was to compare the LSU Gold in the ground and in the container. But by the time I came out to pick it up, it fell on the ground. It has shrunk a lot. So I decided to do the video with Sweet Felicia. My plan was to do a video for Sweet Felicia alone. So let's test LSU Gold in ground. Yeah. Sweeter than the one in container. Oh boy. The skin is thick. That's good. Now, let me try Sweet Felicia. You can even see that the skin of Skin Felicia is thick too. Oh yeah. I am glad, boy, that I named this variety after my mom. This is delicious. Sweeter than the LSU Gold. Okay. Wow. This tastes good. I'm telling you. Well, thank you for watching. Please like this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell. So every time I upload new video, you will be notified. Thank you, and I appreciate all of my subscribers. Thank you for your comments, your tips, your suggestions. I appreciate you all. And I will see you guys again in my next video. God bless you. I mean you. Real good. Bye.